Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we'll learn on how to migrate your existing test suite from REST Assured to Keploy test suites. Now why migrate? Because with the REST Assured it's very tough to maintain the current test suites that we have. Reason being, as soon as our APIs evolve or get updated or new APIs are introduced in our code bases, maintaining or writing becomes very repetitive and time consuming. This is especially tough for the engineers because they already have a lot of core tasks to work upon, whether it's a new feature to work on, enhance the current one, or bug fixes. So it eats their development time. Plus, the coverage reporting is not inbuilt, and it requires use of third-party libraries such as Jacopo, which Keploy can help a lot because it can auto-generate data mocking. It's a low code execution. You don't need, or there is no need of learning curve to just learn a new tool, new syntax, and such. Plus, the data or the code coverage or code reporting is already inbuilt in the Keploy. So those are the specific reasons. Those are the specific reasons because of which we can migrate from REST Assured to Keploy. So without further ado, let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. This is a sample app that's present in samples Java repository of Keploy called Employee Manager. I have my test cases, REST Assured test cases written here. It's right now it's running in a port, random port that it gets assigned to, and you can see these are the basic CRUD operations to just put, get, update, and delete. Right. So first, let me start my database. Once my database is up and running, let me start my current test cases. Those are the REST Assured test cases, and see if they are failing or passing. Because if they get failed and I migrate them directly to my Keploy test cases, even in that scenario it would fail, right? So everything passed. We got test 3, failure 0, error 0, and skip. Now let me change this port 8080. Reason being, my application also runs on port 8080, and Keploy will listen to the calls that are being made to my application at this port and then generate test cases on the basis of that. So let me do ambient clean install. I'm skipping the test cases this time. Tests are skipped. This. My Java file is ready. I'll open up a new terminal and start the Keploy record. Yep. So now we can see my application is up and running, and Keploy has already created a mock for it. It's like a handshake call beforehand. Now it's time to migrate our test cases from REST Assured to Keploy. For that, we have already made a basic necessary change, that was to change a random assign port to 8080. Now let me clean my terminal once again and run ambient test. And let's see what happens with Keploy. So started samples Java. This was the last thing. Let's see where we are with here. Okay, test run 3 made. You can see our test folder was created here as well. And the Keploy was able to record 4 tests. Recorded 4 test cases. Let's open a new terminal and see on how it works. So we have to add delay of 15 seconds because in test mode, our application won't be like starting. The Java application does require certain few seconds to get started with. So I'm adding a delay of 15 seconds. Let's see how it works. So in a test mode, Keploy will not require any live database. It will be using the mocks that we saw earlier, and based on those mocks, it will run the test cases. So we can see our sample Java app has started. Okay, we got the total coverage of 70.49, and the only test case that failed was because our timestamp was different, the rest passed. Now, how we can fix this? Let's go to our, and we got the report folder which was created with our current test run. So, our fourth test cases was failed because of a timestamp. What we can do for that? We can just add something similar here with the variable timestamp. Now this was a part of body. So what will two things will change here? First the timestamp and here the body. Now if we run our test cases again, now everything would pass. So let me clear my screen once again and start. So our application have this time started again, and all the four test cases ran. The coverage is still unaffected, but now we know about the different variables because of which our earlier the previous test cases in the rest assured would have failed, because we have not handled um, always changing variables within our application. It could be maybe JWT tokens, or it could be our timestamp, or anything that changes very frequently and is not in control of us. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do go ahead, try it out and let us know in the comments on what was your experience of using rest assured versus using Keploy, which one you found more useful. And that's it. Thank you for watching.